If you can hear me, let me know before we get started. Can you hear me, Clay? How's it sound? Guess I'll just start. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Here we go. A red-tailed hawk sat watchful at the faded edge of day. The phone poles and the pines rose from the scoured clay. The sun was slipping toward the gulf in its own good time, and you would not think of death if you drove on past the signs. The old men at the roadhouse weren't too polite to stare. Where we'd come from wasn't home, and we were far from even there. The camera around my neck drew suspicious eyes to me, but we were not there to talk, we were only there to see. When their faces had said nothing, 'twas that I stepped outside. And in the instant I knew I would not forget the sight. Alabama at night, Alabama at night. You took the wheel up 119, I scanned the road ahead, trying to let all I could see cover up all that I'd read. That hotel would not likely let a working man lie down. Like a current through its walls ran the sorrow and the sound. And I knelt down to let it in me, sure it would come if I gave it time. And I fumbled amongst 100 words, but words don't do it right. Alabama at night, Alabama at night. Say they might. Through sunlit rooms the wealthy walk, and the pale and shaven men to stand before each frame 5 seconds, maybe 10, and to unveil all the maker wanted to portray. But I'm not there to talk, and if I were I wouldn't say. Across some rough-cut branches in the wide, great-shadowed sky, a child not far from birth, with the end etched in her eyes. The morning star above her and a hymn upon the breeze, but pours no sacred song, for is a disease. And no hand reaches down from heaven, and no one denies it might. So patiently we wait here, as onward it rolls. Alabama at night, Alabama at night, Alabama at night. chopped bones left on the floor by my bad dog. I'm mumbling to myself. Take a look in the fridge, grab some Tostitos and pecani sauce, and I'm headed for my chair. Maybe it's wasting time the way I'm spending mine. Guess I should get something done while everyone's asleep. I claim that time for me. It's too dark to be mowing that lawn. Enough of that TV Jones, turn it off and crawl in bed with my dead wife, fumbling with my sheets. Turn out the lights, turn over and kick out my cat. It's a Sleepytime cartoon. Maybe it's wasting time the way I'm spending mine. Guess I should get something done while everyone's asleep. I claim that time for me. It's too dark to be mowing that lawn. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to my 150th live stream. That's a slight exaggeration, but not by too much. Really glad you're here. Really glad to see all these reactions, and I've only done 2 songs so far. Glad to hear that the audio and the visual seem to be working pretty well. If any of that changes, please do let me know in the comments. Let's see, it actually has been quite a while. It's been probably 6 or 7 months since I've done one of these live stream things. I was just kidding earlier. I was making a joke when I said I did 150. It just feels like that's the only way we're making music these days. But anyway, unlike the previous live streams that I've been doing, I'm considering this one like an actual kind of proper show. And I will be playing for the next hour or so. So, you know, hopefully you can stick around and watch the full thing. If you kind of lose your attention span during the way through it, I won't fault you if you kind of leave the live stream, but I hope you'll stick around. And let's see, I also I'm accepting donations to this thing. I put my PayPal and my Venmo info. If you feel generous enough to lend me something, I would love that. But you know, I'm not trying to put any pressure on anybody. I'm throwing it out there. But if you want to throw some cash my way, I'll accept it, and I'll be able to afford the finer things in life, like waffles. So anyway, I just wanted to get a little house cleaning stuff out of the way. I'm sure we'll be talking a bit more about stuff in between songs, but those 2 songs, let's see, the first one was called Alabama at Night, written by Robbie Fulks, who I cover frequently. And the second song there was called Sleepytime Cartoon, written by one of my favorite bands, Trout Fishing in America. And you will be hearing more about both of these artists as the night goes on. But let's get into another song here, and this is one of mine that I wrote that's right, Lori, waffles. I wrote this in September of 2017, and it was kind of the first song that I wrote that was not from my own perspective. I wrote it from fictional people that don't exist. And anyway, it's called Work at It. rifle and mask. Sometimes life can be so hard, like even down's a real bad part. But the more you work at it, you'll get out of that pit. Oh, I can all hear that round of applause out there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I forgot to mention before the last tune there that also, maybe towards the latter half of this hour or so, I will be taking a few, hence the word a few, requests, okay? Maybe 2 or 3 max. So I already saw people requesting at least 2 songs, so we'll see if I can get to them. Let's do this one. This is a song that was not written by me, nor was it written by the artist that I learned it from. It's written by a woman named Susan Werner from, I don't know where she's from, but I learned it through my favorite band, Trout Fishing in America. And I got a little story to tell about that. I liked it so much that I Facebook messaged Ezra, the guitarist, and I was like, I really want to learn this song. Can you send me the chords or let me know kind of how it goes? And then I kind of forgot about that later on in the day, and I ended up taking a nap. And I wake up from my nap, and within like 10-15 seconds, all of a sudden my computer is saying, you're getting an incoming video call from Ezra. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So anyway, he taught me the song on the guitar, and we had a good chat about it. And this is a song about life in rural America, and kind of something that I'm not very familiar with, and maybe some of you guys here are. But this song definitely resonated pretty well with me, and it's called The Barbed Wire Boys. Well, I come from the rural Midwest. It's a land I love more than all the rest. It's the place I know and understand, like a false front building, like the back of my hand. And the men I knew when I was coming up were sober as coffee in a styrofoam cup. There were Earls and Rings, Harlans and Roys. They were full-grown men. They were barbed wire boys. They raised grain and cattle on the treeless fields, sat at the head of the table and prayed before meals. Prayed in Our Father, and that was enough. Prayed more than that, and you couldn't stay tough. Tough as the busted thumbnails on their weathered hands. They worked the gold plate off their wedding bands, and they never complained. No, they never made noise, and they never left home. These barbed wire boys, 'cause their wildest dreams were all fenced in by the weight of family, by the feeling of sin that'll prick your skin at the slightest touch. If you reach too far, if you feel too much. So their deepest hopes never were expressed, just beat like birds' wings in the cage off their chest. All the restless longing, all the secret joys never were set free in these barbed wire boys. And now one by one they're departing this earth, and it's clear to me now exactly what they're worth. All the restless longing, never heard him talk, never saw them cry. Where do the tears go that you never shed? Where do the words go that you never said? There's a blink of an eye and a catch in the voice. That is the unsung song of the barbed wire boys. Sometimes you get so caught up in the moment that you just forget the lyrics. You know, it just escapes your mind, and that's exactly what happened in that moment there. Very powerful song right there, absolutely. This one's kind of powerful too, and I'm actually going to pull up the lyrics really quickly because I don't want to forget a ton of lyrics. So if you see my face kind of glancing that way, that's what I'm doing. This is another Robbie Fulks tune. And Jake Wasson, if you're watching this, well, I know you said you like this one, so this one's for you. It's called I'll Trade You Money for Wine. Corn in the crib won't turn your dollar green. The dollar won't get you high. Some days a drop is all a body needs. Some days the bottle drains dry. Pockets of change don't drive my worries down. Diamonds don't make me shine. It's a short life and a long time underground. I'll trade you money for wine. Well, I've seen your towns from a long black Lincoln boys back when copper was king. 10 years I've stood on the same old corner, boys. I never won for a thing. Pockets of change don't drive my worry down. Diamonds don't make me shine. It's a short life and a long time underground. I'll trade you money for wine. Wild were the nights when I was rolling, boy. No hunger unsatisfied. Feared was my name in the local county, boys. Now they just walk on by. Banker, he spares a quarter for my cup. His trouble's deeper than mine. Well, that way of life, boys, there ain't gold enough. I'll trade you money for wine. See how the rain washes the sulfur dust off to the wide blue sea. Free from the rock, the copper flies to where no miner ever may see. Shallow your cares and vain your industry, so says the wide blue sea. Well, I never burn and God on your account. Don't waste your prayers on me. like I'm gonna be. He might have drunk it anyway. Pockets of change don't drive my worry down. Diamonds don't make me shine. It's a short life and a long time underground. I'll trade you money for wine. Okay. Complete. Different. Change. Now, a lot of you guys know that I work with children. And what I do a lot of times with children is I play music for and with them. And let's see, this next song I've known for a long, long time. I would say probably close to 20 years. And many of you may also be familiar with the fact that I'm a big They Might Be Giants fan. I think some of you are, at least. And they actually came up with this song a long time ago. And I remember liking it back in the day, but I didn't think too much of it, and I didn't even play guitar. But when I was working with my children earlier this year, maybe it was even last year, Zanya, you can help me out with this maybe, but they're so into robots. They're big fans. Kids are big fans of robots. That's a big deal, apparently. And maybe I knew that and I kind of forgot that. But this song immediately came right back to my memory bank as soon as I was working with them. And so I was like, I'm going to play this song for them. So, here's Robot Parade. In a future time, children will work together to build a giant cyborg. Robot Parade, Robot Parade, wave the flag that the robots made. Robot Parade, Robot Parade, robots obey what the children say. There's electric cars, there's electric trains, here comes a robot with electric brains. Robot Parade, Robot Parade, wave the flag that the robots made. Robot Parade, Robot Parade, robots obey what the children say. If you have kids, I hope they enjoyed that. That's, you know, I love playing music for and with children. There's the greatest joy ever. But I'm not a big fan of like some of the traditional songs like Row, Row, Row Your Boat, or I don't know, 1, 2, Buckle My Shoe. I don't know. That stuff is just kind of cheesy to me. So I like to play songs that they're actually interested in, you know, subject matter that they can really relate to. So anyway, let's see. I've got a list down here of all the songs that I wanted to do tonight. And let's do another one of mine. Let's do another one. And this was written 4.5+ years ago. How's everybody doing tonight, first and foremost? I want to know. I'm seeing comments kind of scrolling by, but I'm not really looking at them. I just want to make sure everybody's here and I'm having a good time. I'm having a blast so far. So, best song yet. Great. This song is kind of a downer, but a lot of great songs are downer songs. And I was going through a rough breakup at the time, and there just seemed to be no kind of clear path forward. So, you know, writing this song really helped with that. And it's called Grain of Salt. Lying here in my bed all alone, my mind just a cluster of thoughts. I keep looking in the past with mixed memories, trying to connect all the dots. It's so easy to get focused on one damn thing when you're feeling down and blue. And the hardest part above all else is that I'm still not over you. Every now and then I get lonesome, thinking nothing but about you. Staying up late at night, wishing my brain would find something else to do. It's so easy to get focused on one damn thing when you're feeling down and blue. And the hardest part above all else is that I'm still not over you. It's so easy to get focused on one damn thing when you're feeling down and blue. And the hardest part above all else is that I'm still not over you. The future's on my mind with a grain of salt, but I push the idea away. And the emotion streaming through at lightning speed keeps everything else at bay. It's so easy to get focused on one damn thing when you're feeling down and blue. And the hardest part above all else is that I'm still not over you. Yeah, and the hardest part above all else is that I'm still not over you. So, I haven't really even talked about it yet. One of the big reasons I'm doing this farewell live stream is because I think, as most of you know at this point, a week from today, as in like midday today, I will be moving from Rhode Island back to the Northwest. I will be living with my family for the next probably couple months or so before I get on my feet and live in the greater Seattle area. And boy, I gotta tell you, it's very bittersweet. The last several weeks have been saying goodbye to all my friends, but as I've said, I don't see it as a goodbye, I see it as a see you later. But it's still very sad, because I've made a ton of memories here in the Ocean State. And, I think sometimes you forget how much, maybe not take for granted, but, how much goes on in your life, how many memories you make, and how many people really matter in your life. And that's definitely the case with me right now. And so it's sad in a lot of ways, absolutely. I'm seeing some sad faces now. But, I gave Rhode Island 12 years, and I've had a wonderful time, but in my heart, I know I gotta go home, and the Northwest is home to me. So that's that. But, that's why I wanted to do at least this kind of live stream, and do it a little bit longer than the previous ones, because I figured I got a whole bunch of songs I've been working on, and hopefully, most of you are staying home, as we should be, so why not do a farewell live stream? It's hard to see who's watching, because I'm only seeing like 3 or 4 people commenting, and I see like 20 people are watching, but I don't know who else is here. If you're watching, give a shout out. I want to know who's watching. But, Zanya, yes. Music in the classroom was just something else. It was magical. Wednesdays and Fridays, those were music days in the classroom. Zanya is my co-teacher, and she's watching right now. We would encourage the children to bring their own instruments from home, and we would have like jam sessions every Wednesday and Friday, and it was awesome. It was the best thing ever. And I think, starting the kids young at pre-K, it's important in music, because so many children love music, and it's very, very important that it's in their lives. Anyway, this is a song not written by me. This was written by a guy from England named Nick Lowe, and it's called Jumbo Wark. I want to build the Jumbo Wark, a stretch of 747, and with the grace of God I will win my place in heaven. rooster bowing. Can you hear me now? Way up there in Seattle. You better sit your big self down, 'cause I'm about to make your phone line rattle. Get busy with your peppy team and your compass and protractor, 'cause I'm sent here to contract you, to construct this winged thing. I wanna build a jumbo arm, a stretch of 747. With the grace of God, I will win my place in heaven. We're talking about an aquaplane with its floats made out of liners, and a hole like Carolina for the Lowe it must contain. Don't tell me that it can't be done, 'cause we're living in the 80s. Boy, we will not be mateys unless we do this winged thing. I wanna build a jumbo arm, a stretch of 747, and with the grace of God I will win my place in heaven. Information I have received from, let's say, higher sources that leads me to believe that heavy weather is around the bend. The clouds are gonna bump and cry, and down will rain destruction. With the aid of our construction, we'll survive and thrive again. I wanna build a jumbo arm, a stretch of 747, and with the grace of God I will win my place in heaven. I wanna take the ape and the kangaroo from out the wild and out of the zoo. I'm gonna have to take extra cattle and swine, 'cause the beasts of each other do love to dine. Every fish, fowl, thing that howls will all be kicking up one hell of a ride when I build a jumbo arm, a stretch of 747, and with the grace of God I will win my place. I'm gonna build a jumbo arm, a stretch of 747, and with the grace of God I will win my place in heaven. And with the grace of God I will win my place in heaven. And with the grace of God I will win my place in heaven. All right, we're about halfway through, I'd say. We're 35 minutes into this shindig, and I'm gonna do two more, and then I will open it up for requests. And I know what I want to end the show with, but yeah, I'm gonna do two more, and then throw it over to you guys. Sound like a plan? Another TMBG song here. For those of you who don't know what that means, that's They Might Be Giants. My fascination with these guys is I saw them at the Columbus Theater here in Providence in early February with my good friend Dan Pond. I don't know if he's watching right now, but maybe he will be later. Anyway, this was early February, literally a month before everything went crazy. And man, what a show that was. It was just spectacular. These guys are got to be in their late 50s, possibly even early 60s, and they're rocking just like they were 30 years ago. And really blew my mind. You know, I was just like, holy crap, that was fun. And this is a song that I've been learning over the last several months. And initially when I started it, I was doing it up tempo, just like the recorded version was. But then I decided to do this whole like kind of laid back, relaxed style of it because I thought it sounded kind of cool. And I think that it's kind of one of those songs you hear it and you realize, well, I've kind of been in that situation before, so I can resonate pretty well. Anyway, it's called Lucky Ball and Chain. I lost my lucky ball and chain, now she's 4 years gone, 5 feet tall and sick of me and all my rattling on. She threw away her baby doll, I held on to my pride, but I was young and foolish then, I feel old and foolish now. Confidentially, she never called me baby doll. Confidentially, I never had much pride. But now I rock a bar stool and I drink for two, just pondering this time I'm in my mind. I lost my lucky ball and chain, now she's 4 years gone. 5 feet tall and sick of me and all my rattling on. She walked away from a happy man, I thought I was so cool. Well, I just stood there whistling, there goes the bride. She walked out the door. There goes the bride. She walked out the door. Well, I can shake my tiny fist, swear I wasn't wrong. But what's the point in arguing when you're all alone? As sure as you can steer a train, you can't change your fate. And when she threw me off that day, I knew I'd lost my home. Confidentially, I never told you of her charms. Confidentially, we never had a home. But this railroad apartment was the perfect place when she'd sit and hold me in her arms. I lost my lucky ball and chain, now she's 4 years gone. 5 feet tall and sick of me and all my rattling on. She walked away from a happy man, I thought I was so cool. I just stood there whistling, there goes the bride. She walked out the door. There goes the bride as she walked out the door. There goes the bride as she walked out the door. Okay. What did I say? I'll do one more and then, yeah, so if you, now's the time to bring in those requests. And if you got them, I hope so. Because after this next song, I will be taking a couple. I'll do you another original here that I wrote for 4 years ago, something like that. About the state of Maine. I know a lot of you have heard this story before, but there are people watching right now who have not heard this song before. Lori, I do not do those songs. I'm sorry. Anyway, this one's about Maine, and I got to go up there a couple months ago. It was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. I had a great time, and I felt lucky that I was able to do that because considering the times right now. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it at that and get started with the song, and then I will look at these requests. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Let's just do the song. Here, this is called "Take Me Back to Maine." Flying down the road, road is still there, salt spray all around, and a cool breeze in the air. As the whistle sounds, we're off to that magical place. I hear the bell from that buoy as a smile lights up my face. They say this is the way life should be. Vacation land and utter tranquility. My home, away from home, and a sense of divinity. Jagged rocks poke out from the briny deep. The crunchy shells abound right under your feet. Take the kayak out as far as you can go. Grab ice cream at the shop and forget all your woes. They say this is the way life should be. Vacation land and utter tranquility. My home, away from home, 30+ years, and nothing ever changes. The island itself goes back for tons of ages. As the visit ends, emotions run through me. I'm forever grateful we kept the spot on our family. They say this is the way life should be. Vacation land and utter tranquility. My home, away from home, and a sense of divinity. Thank you. All right. Let me take a look here. Oops, sorry. Lori wants to hear Mbop, Wannabe, Mootown Philly, Boys to Men. Yeah, let me just work on that stuff for the next live stream, Lori, and I'll try to get those all done. I was also thinking of doing Bills, Bills, Bills by Destiny's Child, because I really like that song a lot. Anyway, I saw Zanya requested Teddy Bear's Picnic, so I'll do that first, and then I'll do the request that my mother wants to hear. Oh boy, I hope I remember how to remember to do this one. I haven't practiced it, but I'll try my best. Zanya, if you're watching, you got to do your part, right? Remember your part in this song? Anyway, this is another, I guess it's kind of a kid's song. I don't know if it was originally written as a kid's song, but I do know that it was written a long, long time ago, like over 100 years ago, I believe. And it was one of my favorite tunes growing up as a child. And it's called, and it was also the kids' favorite song, one of their favorite songs in the class. So here's the Teddy Bear's Picnic. If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you better go in disguise. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. If you go down to the woods today, you better not go alone. It's lovely down in the woods today, but you're safer to stay at home. For every bear that ever there was will gather there for certain, because today's the day the teddy bears have their picnic. Picnic time for teddy bears. The little teddy bears are having a lovely time today. Watch them, catch them unawares, and see the picnic on their holiday. See them gaily gagged about. They love to play and shout, they never have any cares. At 6 o'clock their mommies and daddies will take them home to bed, because they're tired little teddy bears. Something like that. Yeah, that was fun. I did see my mom requested a song too, and boy, I want to thank you guys for watching tonight. I know it's a Saturday night and there's so much else, so many other things you could be doing right now, and the fact that you're sitting here in front of your computer or phone screens or iPads, or maybe even your big screen TV, who knows. The fact that you're doing that really means a lot to me. I'm so happy you're here with me right now, and I really appreciate it. I haven't done this one in quite a while. I hope I remember it. This is a Trout Fishing in America song, and I saw that Keith Grimwood was watching a while ago. I'm not sure if he's still here, but my mom requested this song, and it's called 11 Easy Steps, and Keith, I hope I do it pretty well. Here we go. I'm still spinning around, but I'm lowering my orbit. My feet don't touch the ground. Sometimes I drag my knees. I'm still spinning around, coloring my senses. Helicopter dance through cotton cloudy days. Out through the window, over the trees, follow the rivers right down to the seas. And no imagination's the only thing that can stop me. Memories erase themselves. Childhood just becomes a box stored upon the closet shelves. Dream the endless dream. Memories replace themselves. Believe the fantasy. Look into your eyes, I see myself. Climbing a rope ladder over the wall, I can be anything at all. And no imagination's the only thing that can stop me. I'm still spinning round, but I'm lowering my orbit. My feet don't touch the ground. Sometimes I drag my knees over the fences, over the plain, holding the canvas that's holding the rain. And no imagination's the only thing that can stop me. Climbing a rope ladder over the wall, I can be anything at all. And no imagination's the only thing that can stop me. That can stop me. Good request, Mom. I like that one a lot. Well, I did. Clay, I saw your request for Grass is Greener, and normally I would love to play that tune, but I just, my voice is not, like, insane, real up to par tonight, and I just feel like that tune might be pushing it a little much. But I'd be glad to play it for you again at some point. I do love that tune a lot. Who's ready for some audience participation? I sounded like Kevin James in The King of Queens right there. You guys ready to sing along? Such a weird thing to do that, just talking to your phone as though it can reply to you. I do want to do this song because it wouldn't be a proper show, I feel like, if I didn't do it. And I need you guys to participate on this one. You've enjoyed 51 minutes of me playing, now it's your turn. Okay? So your part is really easy. Your part is dirt. But you gotta sing it loud and obnoxiously like, dirt! Can I hear that? Dirt! Okay. I'll cue you when your time comes into the song, alright? Okay, here we go. Daddy's on the brink of a dry martini. Mama's just an old-fashioned girl. Uncle Pete's a sucker for a straight-up stinger, and Granny is a going pink squirrel. Well, I'm faced with a family of guzzling guppies. Even my dog gets his licks. They all call me nuts not to want some. Geez, I might just turn 6. Give me dirt. I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie on the moon. Dirt. All covered by sundown. I'm a day crawler. Normal kids go for the G.I. Joe games. I never went for green. Then there's those sliding into snow games, cold and a little too clean. Me, I'm working out in my big old sandbox, getting my sculpture done. Michelangelo might have made more money, but he never had this much fun. Slinging dirt, I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie on the moon, dirt. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Now Rosemary grows very well in the dirt, but she's never in the soil when she's wearing a skirt. Sunflowers tower in it, how about suns? Can you dig it, can you dig it? You can dig it, you can dig it! Dirt! I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie on the moon, dirt. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Deck my pants with mud, March 30, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be dirty, fa la 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 la. All around me folks are moping, fa la 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 la. Earth forever I am hoping, fa la la. Slinging dirt, I can rock and roll around in dirt. Mud pie on the moon, dirt. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Sling it to me one time, dirt. I can rock and roll around in mud pie on the moon. All covered by sundown, I'm a day crawler. Said I'm a day crawler. Yeah, I'm a day crawler. Well, that was fun, and I hope you guys had fun slinging dirt. I am going to do 2 more songs and then call this good. All right. One of these songs is really silly, and the other one is kind of serious. So it's up to you to figure out which one is which. Oh, I should mention that last song was written by another favorite songwriter of mine named Jon Gailmor from Vermont. I got to give him credit because that song is a hit at pretty much every show I've played, as well as with the kids. They liked that one too. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a campaign song. I don't know how many of you are aware, but this was an election year here in the United States. And it made me think of this campaign song. And so I went back into my campaign song library and tried to go back to the oldest campaign song that I could find. And this one dates all the way back to 1940. Yeah. Yep. So it's probably one of the oldest campaign songs that ever existed, and, you know, the best song that probably came out of 1840. And it's called Tippecanoe and Tyler Too. Heard the great commotion, motion, motion, all the country through. It is the ball rolling on for Tippecanoe and Tyler too. Rhythm will beat little Van, Van, Van is a used up man. Rhythm will beat little Van. Sure, let 'em talk about hard cider, 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 and log cabins too. 'Twill only help to speed the ball for Tippecanoe and Tyler too. Rhythm will beat little Van, Van, Van is a used up man. Rhythm will beat little Van. Da 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 da. Like the rush of mighty waters, 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 onward it will flow. And the chorus will bring you through for Tippecanoe and Tyler too. Rhythm will beat little Van, Van, Van is a used up man. Rhythm will beat little Van. As promised, one more song. I just want to take this opportunity and moment to say, just give thanks for my time here in Rhode Island. What an amazing ride it's been. I'm sure I could think of better analogies or metaphors to describe it, but it's been something, and I treasure every friendship and relationship I've made since living here, and I'm really gonna miss all of you a lot. But you know, you can always come visit me in the Northwest when it's safe to do so, of course. Off-season flights are not that expensive, friends, and I will do my best to come back and visit Rhode Island when I can, maybe every couple years or something. But yeah, this is definitely bittersweet, and I'm like I said, I'm trying not to get too emotional right now. I'm sure I will be a week from now, but right now I'm doing all right. But I will miss all of you, and keep smiling, folks. The world's fragile. Trust me on that. And I want to close out with this song. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like I said, you know, I mean, I am accepting donations, but no pressure whatsoever. My name is Jameson Craighead, and this is the last song called Passing Through. I saw Adam leave the garden with an apple in his hand. I said, now you're out, what are you gonna do? Plant some crops and pray for rain, maybe raise a little cane. I'm an orphan now and I'm just passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. I saw Jesus on the cross on that hill called Calvary. Do you hate mankind for what they've done to you? He said, talk of love, not hate, 'cause it's getting mighty late. I've so little time and I'm just passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. I shivered next to Washington one night at Valley Forge. Why do the soldiers freeze here like they do? He said men will suffer, fight, even die for what is right, even though they know they're only passing through. Sing it, Terry. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. 'Twas at Franklin Roosevelt's side just a while before he died. He said one world must come out of World War II. Yankee, Russian, white or tan, Lord, a man is just a man. We're all brothers and we're only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. Gandhi spoke of freedom one night. I said, man, we gotta fight. He said, yes, but love's the weapon we should use. For with killing no one wins, it's with love that peace begins. It takes courage when we're only passing through. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. And I saw Woody Guthrie's face in a crowd along the place. And I saw him down on 7th Avenue. Though I lost him in the throng, I can still hear his song. We're all singers and we're only passing through. Come on, singers. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. One more time. Passing through, passing through. Sometimes happy, sometimes blue. Glad that I ran into you. Tell the people that you saw me passing through. Thank you everyone so much. I love you all. Be safe. Bye.